Good morning, people. It is currently 13th of March 2026. I'm going to be paper trading in London. Reason I am paper trading is just this week has been rubbish, and I personally do not want to risk any capital, and I want to build my discretion in London. I have personally realized myself that I lack patience. I take trades as soon as the session begins, and I speak very like in a generic manner. Of course, it's not like I see the candle and I immediately enter. What I'm saying is I take premature trades instead of like let's say 5 minute, 15 minute might be chopping, and I end up executing in 1 minute, overlooking all this kind of stuff. And hence, this is something I'm going to be working on. It's 6:22 a.m. Market opens at 7 a.m. here in the UK. Before I was ahead of New York, so 3 a.m. New York time is when London session begins. I'm on the calendar. We have no this is Friday, so we have USD news at 8:30. So I'm gonna make a note. We have USD news at 8:30, and that is gonna be unemployment. Oh no, sorry, that's gonna be prelim. Core PCE price index, and it's gonna be prelim, and then 10 a.m. jolts job opening. So I'm gonna be keeping eye out for this kind of stuff. Uh, like always, I personally start by simply taking this day. So I just copy it. I don't think there's anything else to be worried about here. And then I go onto here, and here, as you can see, I've been building up a database of all my trades, and this is going to be where we forward test, and here I forward test London. So essentially, all I do is then just something like that. And today it is Friday, 13th. Delete this, Control V that, and yeah, then we can of course break down our trade stage by stage, starting on the daily. So I'll go on to the daily, and yeah, this is where we begin. I'm on my paper trade account, nothing crazy, and this is what the daily looks like. A bit rubbish, right? So this is how we start. But previous day low, and we got previous day high. Likewise on here, we got previous day low and previous day high. It's so much easier when you just break it down step by step, removing the layers. The indicator I use is only the FEG indicator. I don't use the IC zones. I prefer to do that myself, just a preference. Seems like we had a bullish SMT, which of course didn't mean much. There isn't anything crazy going on. Our moves are very intraday, so I'm not too fast. We're in the range of the daily. So simple as that, I just do copy image, and we're going to be putting it there. This is my yesterday example, so I'm just going to simply do that. And yeah, seems like no, we don't have an SMT or anything. I'm not too fast. This is so choppy. So something I'll be keeping an eye out on. Sorry, I'm very exhausted. Um, yeah, bearish SMT. So I did look past that. Sorry, guys. We actually do have a bearish SMT. So I will just upload a fresh screenshot. Well, why is this an SMT? So first of all, okay, we made a lower high here, high there. Essentially, we're implying that there could be a potential bearish move. Essentially, this is the first high. So in order to complete this bearish SMT, what we need to do, okay, this is the low, we need to go be below the low. That's what we need to do. We do later put on this little high there, okay. Well, this is invalidated, so I'm gonna stick to that. I just use it as a very broad thing. I don't look too much into it. It's just there, you know. Um, you will learn from the way I trade. It is less about becoming ultra fixated on the concepts and mostly looking at, well, just common sense kind of stuff. So daily is ranging. Yep. Previous day low served on NQ and ES. Okay. Cool. PDH not. Yeah, previous day high not. Overall, we are bearish. Yeah, makes sense. We are in a range. And we have, oh, this is nice. This is literally like, this is unemployment USD. What's this? Okay. We have, right folder, news, data. So could be engineering, liquidity for it. I do want to backtest London price action at some point. However, I am prioritizing New York for the time being. Anyways, that is essentially it for the day. There isn't much to emphasize on. You can't really, anticipate such big moves. Yeah, cool. Not too fussed about it. Yeah, previous day lows just go swept in Asia immediately. So yeah, Asia swept previous day lows. Not fussed about that. It's been a while. I am focused on these areas. So mainly what stands out to me as well. Another SMT. The SMT stands out to me, and we have invalidated this 4-hour gap on this candle. I'm just gonna do that. And then obviously I get rid of the dots. It's just for me to document. So we've gotten rid of that. I would personally be longing, I mean shorting to this 4-hour low. Do I not have a 4-hour low? Alright, cool. I just use a 4-hour. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Yeah, 4-hour. There we go. And same thing, 4-hour. Nice and simple. Um, yeah. For bearish SMT, it gets complete by us going down there. I'm not too fussed about anything else for the time being on this time frame. So I'm gonna just copy image. I go in here and there it is, just this simple. And I like to allocate myself 30 minutes to do this. So bearish SMT in the 4 hour. Okay. ES as inversed 4 hour bullish gap. I anticipate NQ follow. DOL looks very attainable. Simple as that. I don't think there is very much more to say for this time frame. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. And then we go to the 1 hour time frame, which is far more clear, and you're going to understand the picture a lot better. Now on this time frame, we start looking at the more recent candles, what's going on. So nothing crazy, we inverse this mini gap and we're clearly having more bearish structure than bullish structure. It really is simple as that. So we still have half an hour. I'm not taking any trades. That's a simple rule. No trades before session. Final. In terms of now draws, this is where we get very interesting. So I am going to be marking out my session highs and lows. Nothing crazy. So this is going to be Asia high. Nice draw there. And this is actually I'm going to delete that, sorry. I'm going to change this now to Asia low as we get a clear picture. Same thing here. We have this, which is going to be now Asia low. And here we have Asia high. Now it clearly shows we're going to go towards Asia low. Perfect. The SMT is being respected. Everything is being respected to a T. Other things I like to highlight is, so this was my candle open. I like to highlight how many points we roughly moved. So I'm going to write, do I know anything there? We moved roughly 150 points in Asia. Okay, nice and simple. These are the attainable draws. Got a high there, nice and attainable. I've got a very nice exposed low. Gaps. This gap, as you can see, I'm hovering on the right side. The gap doesn't exist, so I'm not going to be targeting that. In terms of a lower, personally, this does not seem attainable. If I be very realistic with you guys, well, we can mark it out for the sake of stuff, but it's clearly already been swept. It doesn't seem like a very strong draw towards me. Go to the 1 hour. Yeah, nothing crazy. This would be the target. So what do I do now? We don't care about the fact that we're going down to the draw. Don't get tunnel visioned. Nice and cool. Remember, my biggest focus is now being patient. I'm going to copy the image and we are going to put this inside of this one. Look how clearly we're building a narrative, people. Daily is showing nice. 4 hour is showing something nice. And the 1 hour is showing something nice. Bearish SMT. Okay. Strong session draw. Asia low. And we have Asia high higher if flipping bullish, but I doubt this. I don't think there is anything much else to say. We did also inverse bullish gap, also bearish candles, more volume driven than bullish. Simple explanation, just a tap. Now just provide screenshots of how the lower time frames are looking. And it does seem like we are indeed going to get the draw off open. Once again, I am not fast. This is meant to be a nice chill process. Like, respectfully, entering 130 to get this far, 1 hour to be in this trade, yeah, I am good, personally. I am not doing anything like that. Nothing stands out to me. Nice clear trade. Very clean price action. Copy image. And just put that in. It really is that easy. Same thing we're going to do for the 5 minute. I'm not too fussed about what this is looking like. I don't really mark out FPGs under 50 mil or something. I'm cool with that. 5 minute. Nice clear PA. I am curious how many points away from the draw I am. 35 points. Pretty chill. I'm going to just do copy image. And once again, I'm going to put that in. Now, because I have time, I am going to be watching. This is nice. We could get an entry leading up to market open. This could be very, very nice, people. I'm just keeping tabs on things that could supplement my trading idea. I usually enjoy and prefer looking at SMTs. However, I do not see anything. So, yeah. Nothing alarming on either 15 or 5 minutes. For retrace, 5 and entry with safe SL. DOL seems very obvious and supplemented by SMT on HTFs, high time frames, and also, what else was I gonna say? HTF and LTF are coordinating. ES and NQ are coordinating. Nice. This is good. We've also looked at news to see that we have not, we would not be impacted by anything. So Friday seems calm. Tomorrow's weekend. I'm not too fussed. Let's say we are curious about how Thursday looked. Thursday we had unemployment claims. Okay, I'm not too fussed. We can very well deliver. Once again, just going to draw my trade idea. Maybe we'll get something like this. Pretty chill, right? Copy image. Do it like that. Control C. Control V. My trade idea. Now what do? I like to put this on my Discord, so that is exactly what I am going to do. My VIP daily outlooks. I am going to actually duplicate the channel. LDN. Daily channel, VIP daily outlook, and why. Okay, yeah. So I post this. So this will event ends up going into my so pretty clear. I am not fast at all. Once again, for London, I am expecting just chill. If Asia takes it, I mean, if London takes it, I'm not too fast. The inverse was very strong. So I am curious. Exploring potential pre-market trade idea. Well, yeah, seems like we are actually indeed going to take it. Rejection was solid on the on ES. This would have been a 2.13. Nice. You would have gone break even by now. This is something good to go break even by now. So let's say I have gone break even. When, for those wondering when I would have gone break even on this pre-market trade, well, simply after we get displaced this much. It's nothing to fuss about, honestly. I'll let this play out. Meanwhile, we go on the 1 hour, and we're going to be looking at our next choice very, very far. So for those wondering when this idea played out, it played out at 2:43. There have been entries. Prior to market open. Testing. It's out on paper. Do you see how like relaxed and cool I am because there is no capital at stake? I am simply just exploring an idea. Cool, I can build up discretion, and if this idea plays out in the future, yeah, who knows? Perhaps I act on it. However, for the time being, of course, I am not doing such daft things. Like, for example, a daft entry like this, for me, would personally not be it. They have gone, ideally, gone break even by now. And it seems like we are potentially going to take the draw. Market up before market, pre-market, this would have been a 6-minute short for a risk reward ratio of 2.16. Very nice trade. I will say this. Copy image. I'm simply just going to document it. I'm going to do a big tab and say pre-market short at 2:40 a.m. Duration 6 minutes. Nice. Now, what can we expect? Well, let's come back to the 5. Pretty chill, I'm not too fast. I'm gonna get rid of this. Copy image. Once we do this retrace, and we do this retrace at 2:40, so this candle is forming. We very well do show a disinterest to go any higher. Five-minute retrace and displace equal entry. I did not take because it was pre-market. Simple as that. We're not fast. And it seems like we could very well take the draw and reverse, or so the bearish SMT, for those wondering, has been complete. This was the leg. We've done it. So SMT, we can then now delete. Once again, the leg broken down past is this one is now complete. Okay, so this is done. We have 8 minutes till candle close. Nothing to fuss about. So I'm talking to my friend as well. Good stuff. It seems like we indeed will probably not get a trade as the next draw is quite far. And this is New York AM low. document it into my channel. Copy image. But it's nice. It was nice. We're building data. I'm not fussed about it at all. Next DOL is very far away. Nice, simple explanation. This is really nice because I can look, just even go back to that if I wanted to. Nice and simple. I'll just take this, copy, and I chuck it in on there. That is me done. In terms of what is occurring, well, the DOL, once again, is very, very far. I'll be targeting this for quite a while. I was wondering what we did after we took the DOL. Same psych, we could very well flush down, however, I am not fussed. And we're just gonna see. Essentially, there isn't much to this process, I will say. And just a minute. Deal was like 30 points away. Clean PA delivery. Next DOL is far. And YAM low. Yeah. I'm not targeting that, like, guys. This is not happening. Honestly, that is it. Pretty quick video. I don't think there is much to say. Hopefully the documentation process was rather good, and you'll keep on improving as time goes on. So that's something to be mindful of. Yeah, I don't expect us to deliver anywhere. Asia high is rather far up, and New York AM low from way back is 200 points down. So pretty chill. We're calming down now. There is no more going to be like a rushing into trades. No more of that. We are detoxing from the charts to the best of our ability and de-risking and not doing stupid stuff. Essentially it. Pre-market trade was good. However, once again, I like data on pre-market trades. Thus, I will not act on them. Essentially it. Have a good day, guys, and I will see you in the next one.